Hi, my name is Giselle Bernardes, and this is my text presentation about the American Scholar by Ralph Waldo Emerson. The American Scholar was a speech given by Ralph Waldo Emerson on August 31st, 1837, to Phi Beta Kappa Society of Harvard College. And a little bit about Ralph Waldo Emerson is he was born in the 1800s in Boston, Massachusetts, and he was known as an American lecturer, poet, and essayist, and a leading figure of the Transcendentalism movement. Emerson went to Boston public Latin schools and was very intellectually inclined. He went to a prestigious school at the age of 9. He started college at Harvard at the age of 14 and graduated by the age of 18. He was always into books and felt like spare time should be used as empowering yourself through your knowledge, per se. So, what is transcendentalism? Transcendentalism is a philosophical movement that sought to have individuals transcend or break through to a higher spiritual level. This can be achieved by trusting your intuition. This is what everybody has inside of them, and it is just trusting your own knowledge, trusting your own being, trusting your own movements in this world. And this is something that he was preaching even back in the 1800s, and here we are in the newer centuries, and this is still um, a great, this is still a huge part of life. Some of the key concepts of transcendentalism are individualism, idealism, and divinity of nature. So it is to them, it is known that nature is what empowers us, is our surroundings. There is nothing that other people can teach us that nature cannot teach us, that we cannot find out for ourselves by being in our own environment. Some of the key beliefs of transcendentalism are deeper truths can be gained only through your own intuition. Observing nature illuminates the nature of human beings. The universe duplicates the structure of oneself. Knowledge begins with self-discovery. God, nature, and humanity are all united into ourself, into one soul. These are all. It's like nothing can be learned. We can learn only we're learning things, but everything that we need to know is by trusting ourselves and trusting our own growth as people. So the essay was released in 1837, and it is sometimes considered America's intellectual declaration of independence. And it urges Americans to develop their own intellectual identity rather than relying on outside traditions and ideas. And I think this is huge because it's so effective even now in today's world. As we parent our children, we want to tell them to be yourself in a world full of so many people that are doing the same thing. How can you stand out? And that is something that is even harder to do now that teens have social media and things like that. And I think that the message that he was given is was so grand. And I even put this quote to the side. I even put this quote to the side of the book cover that says, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." And that is very deep, because it is basically saying that there is nothing that we can search for that we do not already have. As I was reading the American Scholar speech, this is what stood out to me in the first 3 pages of his speech. He says, "There is never a beginning, there is never an end to the inexplicable continuity of the web of God, but always circular power returning into itself. Therein it resembles his own spirit, whose beginning, whose ending he never can find, so entire, so boundless. And to me, this just means that we are like a boomerang, and whatever you put out into the universe is what comes back to you. It's a saying that I say daily of good vibes only, because whatever you manifest will come back to you 10 times full, or tenfold, 10 times over. So we have to just trust our own being, trust our own knowledge. And that is what he was explaining. That was what he was speaking to these college students about. Some of the quotes that I did take from the American Scholar were also here. That says, of course, he who has put forth his total strength in fit actions has the richest return of wisdom. He also says, books are the best of things, well used, abused, among the worst. They are for nothing but to inspire. And I do think that books inspire us. I think that whatever we have, as long as you can prove your strength to yourself, you can do so many other things. There is no other competition but yourself and who you look to in the mirror. I think this is a great book for this semester and for this class, because it's something that this new decade of individuals need to learn, is that history repeats itself, and it all still comes back to what is deep down in your being is what needs to be shown. Here are some life lessons from Ralph Waldo Emerson. So I did pick some images that emulate the lessons that he was given back in the 1800s, which say everything is possible when you believe in yourself. You become unstoppable when you work on things people can't take away from you. Things like your mindset, character, and personality. It's perfectly okay to start small. Life is for living. Live fully, not fearfully.